Daniel Cormier, back in Louisiana, has to feel good, huh?
It feels real good, man. Being home is always the best.
Talk about being back here. I know you're wrestling in the big tournament in Baton Rouge this coming weekend, right?
Yeah, we got our team. Excuse me, eating king cake. I'm definitely back.
Yeah.
We're wrestling the Louisiana Classic. We brought our team from Gilroy, California, to come down and wrestle. They're so excited about the competition. Excited to get down here and spend some time where I grew up at, and also get away and some team building. Right, you see the kids in the back right now playing handball. It's amazing.
Stop over at Rummel first, and
yes,
Rod Cusack. Just talk about that.
Rod is one of my buddies, right? And he's a nice guy. He's always been this nice guy since we were kids. And when I called Coach Ravanack about a dual meet on Thursday night, he said, "Let's do Rummel." Right? It's always this place, this building right here, where I spent many hours trying to prep myself to make an Olympic team. So it just made sense that if I was going to come home, it needed to be here.
You're in California. Wrestling is big there. Louisiana is still trying to build itself to that level. Just talk about Louisiana wrestling, where it's at right now, and do you envision it being able to rise to that level?
It's much better. It's much better than it was before. I think the first step is going back to one state champion in a state like Louisiana. In California, we have a true state champ, and having one division, it makes all the difference in the world because everybody is chasing one goal. Louisiana can get there. There are a number of Division I kids in the tournament from Louisiana this weekend, and I think that is showing that the work that all these great coaches here are doing is really paying dividends. I mean, you got a kid going to Little Rock, a kid going to Cal Baptist. You got the heavyweight that will have many schools to choose from. And I think that shows the good work these guys are doing.
Back to your days at Northside.
Yes.
Most fond memories, the fondest memories you have.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? Cody, wave. So this guy right here, he's our heavyweight. And all my guys are, I talked to them about my upbringing. Well, him and his family went to Lafayette, and they went to Northside. And they were like, whoa, that's where you grew up at? They said, there's no fence around the school. Like, you just kind of can walk on campus. The sign's tiny. They couldn't believe, like, that's where it all started. I think that just the greatest memories was just the brotherhood that I had with all the guys that I wrestled with. And Coach Tank, Coach Luteef was the best, man. And even to this day, I still call him and I still talk to him, and he's always going to be one of my mentors and greatest friends.
USA Wrestling, just talk about the state of it right now. Where do you see this country's program at?
Oh, my goodness. Team USA right now is as good as we've ever been. We have never, as a country, had a better group of guys. I mean, from David Taylor to Kyle Dake and Vito and Yanni and all. I mean, these dudes. I think it's Zane Rutherford won a world title this year. Kyle Snyder, Gable Steveson. We've never been better. We are in the golden era of wrestling in the United States. We have those guys representing us, and I believe that we're going to have a fantastic Olympic Games next year.
You're in this building that Jim Ravanack built. Of course,
yes.
He ran USA Wrestling for a while. Just talk about him and what he's meant to the
man,
sport.
Coach Ravanack is my guy. I love this guy. He made so many things possible for me. His willingness to help me in the areas that my family couldn't really help me. His willingness to allow for me to get the eyes on me that needed to be on me in order to go where I needed to go. It's amazing. He's an amazing man. And him and Miss Joselle, I'll never be able to pay them back for what they did for me as a kid and what they continue to do for me in my life today.
One or two more thoughts. Louisiana, can we ever get a college wrestling program back in this state?
Well, I mean, I would love to have a college wrestling program back here. And if we did, I'd come coaching. I mean, that would just make all the sense in the world. But I would love to have a college program back in the state of Louisiana. It's just going to take a lot of good people doing a lot of good work to make it happen.
And then last but not least, MMA. I know you still follow. You're still part of it. Just talk about where it's at.
Oh, it's the best sport in the world. There's nothing like mixed martial arts. The energy, it is as true a sport as you'll ever get involved in. Because the answers are determined between those two guys. Nobody else can help you. That's why you always see the cornermen look so scared. Because they can't help that guy once they're in that octagon. It's the greatest sport in the world. And I work for the greatest company in the world. The UFC is It's top notch, man, and it's gonna just continue to grow.
You still got 5 minutes, 10 minutes in you. What do you have, man?
In terms of a fight,
Getting in there, yeah.
I was wrestling with my assistant coach the other day in front of our Hawks, and I got tired in 30 seconds. By the time we were done, I was off to the side with my hands on my knees. I was like, man, I am done. I'm that piece of meat on the barbecue pit that you forget when you're drinking one too many beers.
A lot easier to commentate, right?
Oh, yeah. It's better to sit there with my nice suits and have people give me stuff.
Daniel, a pleasure. Welcome back to Louisiana.
Thank you so much.